Hello, everyone. Thanks for being here. Sorry, I'm still trying to do everything, and technology issues just keep happening. Are you going to open up now? Okay. Hi, everyone. Sorry, I am trying to figure out why this isn't opening. Open. For some reason, my landscape is like super dark and it won't change. This next thing's just not opening. Yeah. Oh, that's the wrong one. It's not the one I meant to put it on. Hello. Can I don't know. That's better. Goodness me. Stuff is really annoying. Oh, Moose, it's horrible. That's all I can say right now. Let's figure out why you're not working. All right, that's all closed out. Okay. All right, sorry guys. If you guys are over on TikTok, please continue booping the screen. I got to do a couple of things. Thank you, Paul, for being a member for the last 4 months. I appreciate that. I have to go back to doing old school stuff with my chats. It's quite annoying. Thank you guys so much for being here. Let's make sure this is working. It is still working. All right. Thank you again, Paul, for being here. Okay, let's do this one now too. All right. There we go. These are loaded up here. Oh, nope. Don't be doing that. Don't be doing that. Thank you. Ooh, thank you for the little mermaid tail thing. I think that's what that is. All right. I got one more to pop out because everything wants to be complicated. Hi, everybody. Oh. Now it's working. Wow, that's something. There we go. Now everything is working, I think. There we go. All right, perfect. Restore. Where's my other thing? Hello? There it is. Okay, we are all set now. Everything is back to working. Back working for the most part. Hi, everybody. Benjamin, thank you for the high five. I appreciate you. As we are getting rolling, I just want to say I would love it if we can get 5 to 10 new members over on the Tube chat today. That would be fantastic. and we'll get into some conversations. I'm sure I have an idea of what the majority of the conversations are going to be about. Basically that, JRG. Basically that. Oh, I gotta get that open too. Guys, don't forget to share the live, and whichever one that you are in, hit that like button, subscribe, follow, etc. Do all of the wonderful things to keep us moving. I see that we only have 3 shares so far on TikTok. So what you doing? What you... Is this... What the heck? Have you... Okay. Why can't I hear anything? Oh, well, actually, I know exactly why. Because I had the volume off. Hello. So I will say, like, somebody commented on yesterday's live, and they're like, bring back the purple headphones. And I'm like, guys, these are nicer. I'm sorry they don't have it in the color purple. And sincerely, they don't. That's kind of a problem, but they don't have it in purple. They just don't have it in purple. Yes, they are new headphones, and they're so nice. How do I... What are you doing? Why are you not letting me do things? Hello? There it is. So annoying to have to mess with this. Why? Why? Anyway. I can't say like they're like the most comfortable. The other ones were shaped better. Like these are shaped in just like a circle, you know, and the other ones were oval, which is like sits better on ears. So I can't say that they feel better, but they definitely, I hear sound better. So there's that part. And I think that's the more important thing. So, is that I can hear it better. All right. I'm definitely the purple person. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
6-7.
Okay. I got a reaction out of the peppers. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Hello? Take that as a no. What'd you say? Sea bears, though? Yeah, it could be. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yep, I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
I am 27.
27. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Oh, God, I've never supported Donald Trump. I just wanted to join the hate train for Donald Trump. Everything he's doing recently is extremely frustrating.
All right. Well, I appreciate you, man. You have a great rest of your Wednesday.
You too.
Thanks. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Okay. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
I'm here, yeah.
How old are
Hello?
you?
Are you still there?
How old are you?
Oh, 39.
Awesome. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Oh, man, that dude is a freaking G, man. He goes into Venezuela, kicks the damn door in, takes the guy. Yo, I fucking love that man. You have to admit, though, how great he is, right? I mean, come on, man. This is, like, amazing.
No.
Ah, come on. And Greenland's getting it next. He's going to walk into... You know why? He's the most powerful man on the planet. That's just what he is. Doesn't matter what you say in your little YouTube channel. He's the man, and it all goes to him. That's right, man. Oh, man. Whew.
You feel better now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Little bit,
Well, bye-bye.
Bye.
Barry be like, did you forget how to use a phone? Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah.
How old are... Yeah. I didn't even do that. You did it yourself. I was just trying to say. That's funny. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
How old are you?
I'm 14.
Yeah. Have a good night. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, hello.
Hi. How old are you?
29.
Are you sure?
No, I'm joking. Of course.
Oh, I just heard the no, I'm joking. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
21.
21. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
To be honest, until like a couple of months ago, I really did support him, but now just a little bit.
Oh, okay.
What's your reason for not supporting him, though? Because all the leftist reasons I hear are kind of stupid. So I just want to hear one good reason at least.
I don't support a president that actively goes against articles and amendments of the United States Constitution.
Okay. Do you think Biden was better?
Didn't make that claim.
No, I'm just asking you. Do you think he was?
I think my dog would currently be a better president than Donald Trump. In fact, my cat Bailey, who I'm pretty sure seeks world domination in his little mind, would also be a better president than. Oh, okay. Bye. Like, what? Excuse me? Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hey, what's up, you dumb fart?
Huh?
I said, hey, what's up, you dumb fart?
Oh, are you speaking English?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, okay.
You have too much,
Oh, okay, bye. I literally was just going to change something. No one understood what you said, so. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Okay. So I think you guys know what this means at this point. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? You still don't sound it, and you still don't sound sure, so that's why. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? All right, kid. Thank you for calling the stream. Hi, how old are you? Doing well. How old are you? 24. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
See Kyle.
Oh, go. Yeah. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Hi. How old are you? Are you still supporting Donald Trump? Okay. Well, thank you, ma'am. I hope you have a great night. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Yeah. How old are you? Not old enough to be here, apparently. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Awesome. How old are you? 31. Are you still supporting Donald Trump? Yes, guys, I'm aware you can't hear over on the tubes and Twitch. There's a reason for that. All right. Sort of, so you're not really for sure.
Trump. Because I mean, I live in Texas. Everybody around me is they're fairly Trump supporting. There are a lot of things. I mean, mostly his personality is just god awful. However, some of the things that he's done as of recent, and I feel like a lot of it's blown out of proportion. The guy could do anything and be it could be taken wrong or somehow spun wrong. So yeah, I mean, I'm very on the fence with him. It just depends on what topic.
Okay. So it doesn't really sound like you're sure in your support of him. So
I
have
mean,
a
I'm
good night.
supportive of the party.
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Woo! I got through. Yeah.
Awesome. How old are you?
33. I'll be 34 in February.
Okay. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I'm supportive of America.
Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I'm supportive of America.
Okay.
I've had
Have a good night. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello? Yes, I am.
Awesome. How old are you?
Me, 19, with my uncle who's 26.
Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Of course. Of course we are.
Okay. So what has Donald Trump done in his first 12 months in office to earn your continued support?
12 months. He put the
12
America first. I think this is the best thing what he did in this country.
Where did that accent come from?
Okay, because we have a Russian pro-Putin accent, but we still support Donald J. Trump.
No,
Because
that's
we are
not why I said that.
American
It
and
just
we
you
love
literally
America.
had a now you're just doing a fake accent, or you were doing a fake accent previously.
No, that was me. That was me. No, that was my nephew who talked to you before. No, my uncle's an immigrant from Turkmenistan.
I mean, okay.
So I was born here. He was born there. He moved here not that long ago, like 10 years ago. And we love Donald J.
Gotcha.
Trump.
So
The best United States
oh
president.
goodness.
But tell us better than Hillary, better than Obama,
Oh
better than
goodness.
where is
This
that?
is
Joe
interesting.
Biden. Joe? Sleepy Joe, sorry.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Tell us why Kamala would be better. Can you please tell us?
I'm
We're
sorry.
open to change
Where
our
does
mind.
it say that I'm like somehow supporting Kamala Harris?
Reviews.
I
After
also want to let you know that I'm not some kind of fortune teller, so I wouldn't be able to see into another timeline where Harris would have been elected as president of the United States. So I couldn't help you with answering that question. And
Well,
now,
who
if
do you
you
think
can
would be a
find a
better president?
clairvoyant or a seer or a psychic that's able to see into other timelines, you can go find them yourself and also pay them your money to get the answer. But that's not me.
So
Unfortunately,
what's
I
the
don't have
point?
that.
You
Otherwise,
just
I'd be
you
rich
just
and I wouldn't be
ask
talking to
us
people
why
like
we
you.
support. You just ask us why we support.
No, I didn't
Donald J.
actually.
Trump.
I didn't actually ask you that. I asked you, like, what has he done specifically in his first 12 months in office,
But
back in
before what
office?
you said, you still support Donald J. Trump. See that? You
No,
said
no.
that?
Let me help you out. So I can actually repeat everything that I've said, right? So the first question I ask
Okay.
is, "Hi, are you still there?" And then I had to ask you what your age was, and your nephew
29.
gave.
And you
I know
hang up
that.
the phone
I'm
on me?
literally hi.
Stop, I mean.
Let's try this, okay? I asked what the ages were. Your nephew said he was 19, and then he said my uncle's here with me. He's 29. He already said all of that,
Well,
and
he
then
said
I asked,
26.
and
I
then
said
I
29.
asked. Oh, okay. So your nephew doesn't know how old you are. Gotcha. Okay. So then I asked, are you still supporting Donald Trump? And your nephew
Yes.
said yes. And then the next question was, what specifically has Donald Trump done in his first 12 months back in office to earn your continued support? And all you just said is that you love Donald Trump.
It's not that. He said he put America first. That's what
Yes,
we
and you
said.
haven't effectuated what that means or what that looks like or what exactly he did. Now, I was just saying, I just want to be clear. Do
Okay,
you
the
think,
economy is better.
hi, I'm still like, I'm trying to ask you a different question now just because I don't think you're understanding. Do you think just saying he puts America
God.
first, is that being specific or is that vague?
The economy became better.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So that's not a
That's
direct
the
answer
first
to the
thing.
question that I just answered.
Economy became
On
better.
what
I
metric
will
is it
reference
better?
that we
On
go
what
to.
metric is the economy
Wait a
better?
second.
On what
Wait
metric?
a second. You calling like
On
Kamala?
what
Kamala.
metric?
Don't be
On
like a
what
Hillary,
metric?
please. 1 second.
On what metric is the economy better?
It's what metric?
On what metric
Or you
is
don't
the
see
economy
nothing. Yeah?
better?
How it become better?
On what metric is the economy better?
It's a lot better than from the Joe Biden's economy.
That's
Well,
not
what
what
is
I
better?
asked, and that's not an
What
answer
is
to my
better? Life became
question.
better.
That's not
Life
what I
became
asked.
cheaper.
So listen, I
life
know that
became
there are,
cheaper.
okay, I'm going to help you out for a second. I realize that there are two of you in the room. You
No,
would think that
no.
somehow,
Okay.
I would be at a disadvantage for the fact that there are two people on one end of this phone. But it seems as though you have two brain cells between each of you, and you're racing for third place, and I am trying to figure out why that is. So can the smarter person in the room borrow the second brain cell and maybe actually stream together a conversation? Are you capable of doing that? Oh, I'm so,
Please
I'm
stop being
so
nervous.
nervous.
You
I'm so
asked me
nervous.
what
I'm
I
so
said. Economy
scared.
became
I'm
better.
so scared. I
Life
asked you
become
based off of
cheaper.
what metric? Where are you saying that the economy is better at? What metric? Do you not understand the word metric? Because I can break that down a little bit better for you. Where would you like me to break it down for you?
Break down everything.
Okay.
I want to hear you.
So I'm asking on what part of the economy are you saying is better right now?
The what part? The life is cheaper. Even I'm going to gas station. For me, it's to fill my.
Oh, singular with your
to do-
gas. Awesome. I can definitely
Yeah.
answer that. Yes, gas prices are down. Can you tell me what policy Donald Trump has enacted to lower the cost of gas that you are paying at the gas pump?
This is not my problem. What policy he did, but he
Oh,
admits
okay.
that
So
when-
I'm going to help you out with this real quick. See, this is why I asked you to like start sharing brain cells, because you're absolutely flailing right now. I'm going to help you out with
Okay.
something really quickly, okay? Donald Trump hasn't passed any singular policy that could affect the price of gas that you pay at your personal gas pump, or where you pay where you're at personally. Doesn't fucking matter, because nothing has occurred. Okay, there have been no new refineries that have opened up within the United States of America since he's become president. We have one that might open up in 2027, and that's it. That's not going to affect your price of gas right in this singular moment. And that's only one singular refinery that has said, hey, we're actually going to open up one here. And that's it. That's it. Just singular one, and that's in next year sometime, probably the middle of next year. So that's still 18 months out. So right now what you are doing is, because you can't even list a policy that Donald Trump has passed in order to lower the cost of gas, you are giving him a participation trophy for simply existing and the cost of gas going down. And so what that means is that you're just saying, hey, thanks for showing up and just existing, but I can't effectuate how on earth you lowered the cost of gas. So you are supporting just what? The trophy that you're trying to give him? Okay, that's cool.
Yes. Okay. And
So what's
then, do you
next?
support
Like,
ICE? Do you support ICE?
wow, this conversation's going all over the place, isn't it already?
Do you support ICE?
Do you support ICE shooting an unarmed civilian today that was just trying to leave her house?
I'm supporting ICE, but I'm
Do you
immigrant
support?
myself, and
Do
I'm
you
supporting
support
them.
the?
I
Sorry,
am
let's try
support
this
ICE.
again. Do you? That's not an answer to my question. My question is quite specific. That leaves no wiggle room here. Okay, I'm very specific in the way that I phrase things, and it seems as though you haven't realized that one yet. So let's try this one more time. Do you
Okay.
support ICE
Yes.
shooting? Let me finish, because that's not the end of my question. Do you support ICE shooting an unarmed American citizen today?
Yes.
You support ICE shooting an unarmed American citizen. Why?
Yes.
So you
Because
you
they
support. I
are
just want to be clear.
Not
You support.
American citizen, normal American citizen. gonna
Renee
support
was
ICE
not an American
because
citizen today? I'm
I
so sorry. Wait, did I just learn
think
something
the
that
old
a
garbage is
37-year-old
out from
American
our
citizen
country.
of Minneapolis,
Okay?
Minnesota was shot and killed today by ICE
keep
officers.
interrupting
Her
me.
name
One
is
second.
Renee
For what?
Nicole Good.
For
Renee
what? Just for
Nicole
fun?
Good. Renee
Did
Nicole
he get
Good.
shot?
She
Did
got
he get
shot,
shot for
and you are
fun?
supporting ICE shooting an unarmed civilian.
Yes.
who is an
because
American
this was for
citizen.
fun.
And you
It was
said,
not for
let's
fun.
be very clear, you were like, she's not an American. They weren't American citizens. She is. Literally a 37-year-old white woman named Renee Nicole Good got shot in Minneapolis, Minnesota after waving ICE officers to move out in front of her vehicle as she was trying to leave her house. And the ICE officer shot her as her vehicle wasn't even touching him.
He just shot her. She just came and shot her, yeah? Just for nothing.
Yeah, ICE did. Yeah, they absolutely fucking
Yeah.
did. Shot her for
There is
nothing. You can actually see
no
the bullet hole in the
law
windshield. You can see all of this
enforcement
stuff.
doing that stuff,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah. No, you don't know
try-
anything. I'm
don't
just
try-
we're just gonna be very clear. Okay.
She
You
attempted
are
to
not
run
smart
over.
enough for this
She
conversation.
attempted
Go
to run
fuck
over the
yourself.
guy.
No, she didn't. If you would actually watch a singular one of the videos from a secondary angle and not the one that Donald Trump posted, maybe you would actually know there are multiple videos available, including where ICE was refusing to allow a physician to go and check on her immediately in the aftermath. Or the video where you can see ICE officers carrying her dead body to an ambulance that they wouldn't allow go up to her. Stupid. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
How old are you?
I'm 25.
25. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes.
You're awesome.
And what specifically has Donald Trump done in his first 12 months back in office to earn your continued support?
Well, I think he's done great for the economy.
Cool. On what metric? Gotcha. I'm usually full of jokes, but with today's news, why does Kristi Noem exist? I don't know why she exists, honestly, Phantom. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. How old are you?
47.
47. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Can't say I ever really did.
All right. Well, thank you, man. You have a great day. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
I am 14 years old.
Have a good night. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
I'm not dealing with that. Turn down the stream before you call. I will literally hang up on you if I hear it. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
44.
44. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay. What specifically has Donald Trump done in his first 12 months back in office to earn your continued support?
He's done a lot of stuff, and I could refute any subject you want to debate, but first I'd like to ask you a question.
Well, I would love it if you actually answered my question that I already asked you with specifics, because you gave a
it's fine,
vague
it's
generality that didn't answer anything.
Okay, everybody's saying the economy.
Cool. By what metric?
Well, you could judge it by the metric of the stock market being up.
Stock market is
interest
not a
rates
unit of
being
measure for the
down,
economy.
Unemployment is down.
Unemployment is up. It was at 4.6%.
Tariff revenue is up.
Congratulations, American companies and individuals are paying tariffs.
They're only paying tariffs if they buy foreign goods. If they buy American
Yes,
goods,
I
there
don't
is
know
no
if you
tariff.
realize this, but even the majority of things that are made in America at least have 5% made outside of that was imported to be utilized to make it here. It's not that like that's all you need is just have 90% made in the United
5%.
States of
Wow.
America. Sorry, I don't know if you realize this, but you only have to have 90% of a product to be made within the United States or sourced from the United States of America. If 10% is there, that you can still put it on a tag that says made in America. It's not that difficult to get by it. So that's not a fucking thing. And we also don't currently have the infrastructure here to process and make every single product that is necessary to be made in the United States of America. So imports are absolutely still going to continue to happen. If you can't understand that, that's a you problem, not a me problem.
Imports are going to continue to happen for
Correct.
things like
for about
coffee,
10 years. Yeah,
rare
coffee.
earth elements.
Because we don't have all of that.
But the thing is, have you ever heard of something called American exceptionalism? The point being, America will get what America needs, and if any other country doesn't like it, that's too damn bad.
Okay. So can you tell me something? You like tariffs. So the United States of America has a 15% tariff on Japan. Who pays that 15% tariff to the United States government?
Who pays the 15% tariff to Japan? On what goods?
No, I didn't say to Japan. Are you listening? Let me repeat the question. The United States of America has a 15% tariff on imports coming out of Japan. Who pays that 15% tariff to the United States government?
Anyone who wants to import goods from Japan.
That doesn't answer the question. Who is that? Who is the anyone?
American importers.
American importers. Gotcha.
Yeah.
And what do they typically do after they import something? Do they keep and they have to pay an additional fee on it? Are they keeping their prices exactly the same, or are they increasing it?
No, they're increasing their prices.
They are increasing it. And what do we know? What do we know? What do we know when we increase prices of goods? Do we see that they go back down over time, or do companies continue to keep them and continue to raise them over time because they've found that people will continue to pay them? Oh, so I am correct that they will just continue to raise the cost of goods, which leads to there's this pesky thing that the Bureau of Labor there's this pesky little thing that the Bureau of Labor Statistics measures every single month. I wonder, what is that called? What is that thing that they measure? Do you know what there's a word I'm looking for. Do you know what that thing is that they measure?
No, why don't you tell me where you're going with this?
Oh, but I can't think of it. I think guys, it starts with an does it start with an I? Is that what it is? There's also an acronym. I think it's 3 letters.
Inflation?
There it is. Thank you. Yes, the Bureau of Labor Statistics measures inflation. So what does inflation measure? Inflation measures the rate at which the price of goods are increasing when you, the consumer, buys them. So you're acknowledging that tariffs. I just want to break this down for you real quick. Okay. You have now acknowledged that tariffs are paid by the American importer. And as a result of American importers paying for tariffs, you've also agreed that the cost of goods will also increase for the consumer, which also means that we will see a rise in inflation, which you've also just acknowledged.
Prices only increase. They don't decrease. That's what inflation means.
No, that's actually not what it means. Because there's actually, I don't know if you realize this, if prices never had a chance of decreasing, like ever, you guys wouldn't be talking about the cost of gas has gone down or the cost of our eggs have gone down. And I'm just mocking the last person, just so you know, not you. And so we do see that, and there's actually a unit of measure for that. It's called deflation.
Right, but deflation is bad for the economy. It kills jobs and it stops small businesses.
So does inflation kill jobs. So
Right.
Yeah, so do
But
tariffs
that doesn't
as
mean that
well, to be
tariffs are
exact, because
inherently
what do
bad
we
for
see
America.
because of tariffs right now?
You're awesome.
Come again?
Oh, that wasn't a serious like question for you. That was a rhetorical question.
Right, because your argument has no water and you just want to be snarky.
Sir, you haven't made a singular argumentative point nor any kind of political point at this point either.
Right.
Right.
Well, what about the border? Why don't we talk about the border?
What about it? Which one, actually?
Donald Trump has stopped illegal immigration to a dead stop.
Dead stop. Okay. Which border are we talking about?
The southern New Mexico border.
The
which I
southern New
live
Mexico
within.
border? So, sorry. We're just looking at New Mexico?
Well, I live in New Mexico, the southern border, which New Mexico is on.
Do you mean the southwestern border with Mexico?
Okay.
Oh,
The border with
gotcha.
Mexico.
So he stopped immigration. It's at a dead stop, meaning that, like, what, there's 0 people that have come into the country?
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Zero
So,
illegal
sorry,
immigration.
dead stop. So usually when I hear dead stop, that means like that implies a 0 value, right? But now it's saying basically doesn't imply a 0 value at all. Basically is a vague generality that just means it's probably more.
It is probably more, but it's a
Okay.
fraction of 1%.
Oh, just a
Compared to the
fraction of
last
where
administration.
1%. Where can I find that on the DHS, ICE, or CBP.gov? Where can I find the number of crossings or people allowed into the country? Can I find that metric?
You just said look up CBP website.
No, I'm asking
or-
you. I'm not asking me. I'm asking where can I find that on DHS, ICE, CBP.gov that is not a news, media, or press release?
It's not a news media or press release. Well, I don't know if there's many people out giving statistics that aren't news media or press releases.
No,
Maybe
sorry.
look up the
I don't know if
Customs
you
and
realize
Border
this, but
Patrol.
empirical data is not contingent upon a news media or a press release. A news media or press release would simply be saying, for example, Kristi Noem coming out and saying that the sky is purple, and then just publishing that on DHS.gov under their news release. Like, this is how I know someone like you has never even opened up DHS.gov, CBP.gov, or ICE.gov and seen that, I don't know, that there's literally a spot for press releases on those websites.
Uh-huh.
But people think that when I say don't give me a press release, and then they think that they have this gotcha when they see this news release, and they're like, but it doesn't say press or it doesn't say media, and it's so I just combine it all in one, because unfortunately individuals that I've usually talked to don't realize that they're used synonymously.
Individuals you usually talk to are usually bamboozled by your bullshit statistics from places like the Cato Institute.
Oh,
which
when
are
have I
infested
sorted
with
Cato?
partisan Democrats.
I'm so sorry. Can you tell me when I cited Cato?
No, I can't. I haven't watched
Oh.
your stream that many times, but I know
Yeah.
you have.
I
And
rarely
anybody who
ever
watches
cite
knows you
Cato, and
have.
just to be very clear, Cato is
You're
right-leaning.
awesome.
They are a libertarian think tank. But
They
they are
are
also
now.
considered highly factual. And they cite their work.
Well, that's good because they've been taken over by Republicans, so now we're going to get good data out of them.
No, sir. Cato has always been
Like
a
the 50 senator.
libertarian. Cato has always been libertarian. Back to its founding, it has always been libertarian.
Cato, MSNBC,
Libertarian is
and
right-leaning.
the U.S. government were all they were all infested with Democrat communist infiltrators.
I will definitely be letting Cato know that some random guy on the internet says that they are infested with Democrats. I will definitely be letting Cato know that this
What
guy
did you
thinks
do
that they
because
are
President
infested with
Donald Trump just
Democrats just
straightened that
because
out?
they wrote something that disagreed or contradicted your Lord and Savior, Donald
They've
Trump.
all been fired, and as
Oh,
well
they've
as
all been fired over at
hundreds of
Cato?
thousands of federal
Wow. Have you
employees.
ever been on the Cato Institute? Like, have you ever
The
been there?
administrative state has been decimated.
God damn, like
The
you're
globalist
interesting.
elites
I usually
have
try
been
to get
fired.
my sources from primary sources. I'm sure you don't know the difference between a primary, tertiary, or a secondary source.
Okay, you can use big words, but the point is America is MAGA, and the administrative globalist Democrat
No, just
state
about
has been
30% of you are
shattered.
MAGA.
30%.
Yep.
You which?
Sir, that's math.
That's what?
That's math.
That's
What's the
math?
population size of the United States of America?
A little over 300 million. What's the point?
Oh, it's not just a little over. It's 346 million, right?
Okay.
How many votes did Donald Trump get?
Almost 80 million.
You like exaggerating numbers. I like being exact. Do you see how I gave you 346 million American citizens?
78
And do you
million.
see how 70 is still wrong? 77 million, right? I actually,
78
yeah,
million.
no, it's 77 million, sir. Like
According to who? Cato?
according to every single person that has counted up the number of votes that he received. And so then, yes, sir, everybody that's published it, including Fox fucking News. Does that make you happy? Including Fox News, my guy.
Have they
Including
heard about the
Fox News. Are you familiar
300,000
with Fox
Democrat
News?
votes they
Are you
found in
familiar
Georgia?
with Fox News? Okay. So if you actually take 77 million votes out of 346 million of the United States population, that's 22% of the votes. So when you say this country's MAGA, no, when I say it's 30%, I was rounding up to be polite.
That might be 20% of the vote.
20% of the vote.
Over
20% of the vote.
American
Sorry,
voters.
does 20% make up the majority or the minority?
Apparently, they made up the majority because
No,
we
no, no.
voted.
I'm not talking about that. I'm asking in generality. Like, if you look at a percentage, is 20% the majority or the minority?
In this case, it's the majority.
No. When is 20% the
Active
majority?
voters,
Are you
the
okay?
majority of
Sorry,
voters
what
in
is more?
America
Let's try
voted
this.
for
Let's try
Trump.
this differently. Tell me which one is the larger number here? 78 or 20? What is the larger number?
That doesn't make any sense. A
78
majority
or
of
20?
American voters
78
voted for
or
President
20?
Trump.
78 or 20? What is the larger number?
But
Is
78.
78? Oh, okay. So then 22% is the minority. Thank you. For fuck's sake. God damn. Okay. Sorry, guys. Let's see here. Thank you for all of the jewels. I appreciate that. When will everyone realize this is beyond politics at this point? This is about classism. It's the US, the people against the system, not red versus blue. F Trump. Oh no, I don't. I definitely agree with you, Finding. I don't disagree with you at all on that one. Lord have mercy. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
I am 37.
37. Okay. And are you supporting Donald Trump?
I am absolutely supporting Donald Trump.
Absolutely supporting Donald Trump. Okay.
Mhm.
What specifically has Donald Trump done in his first 12 months back in office to earn your continued support?
The number one reason is for him to make America more protected, more safer.
All right. And how has he done that? Can you be specific on what he's done?
Very easy. He eliminated the most dangerous terrorist so far that is planning a huge attack on innocent people around the world, especially America. That's one thing.
What terrorist
Especially-
did he eliminate?
Do I have to name names? So Soleimani, does
Yes.
that not ring a bell? Oh,
Wh-
El Baghdadi does not ring a bell?
I'm sorry. And when did he do it?
What do you mean what he did? You can literally
When?
Google.
I said when, Pookie.
I have to give you a date and a time.
Yeah.
I mean, you can literally chat GPT if you want. I don't have all that numbers saved on my
Okay.
paperwork or anything like that. I'm
And
just telling
spell
you.
the name that they took out.
El Baghdadi.
That's not gonna like me spelling this one out. Okay. And oh, I'm sorry. That was October of 2019. I asked about his first 12 months in office. Which part of that did you
Okay,
not understand?
Soleimani. Look at Soleimani then.
And how do you spell that?
Soleimani. How do you spell Soleimani? Soulamani. Maybe closer to that range.
Way off. Oh, January 3rd, 2020. I asked about 2025. January 20th, 2025 through January 7th, 2026.
Okay. What about the terrorist group in Nigeria? What are they called? He eliminated majority of them, and they're in cooperation with ISIS. They're actually ISIS, but they're proxies of ISIS.
Oh yeah, ISIS that he says that he took out in
He
his
took
first
out
term.
ISIS. Those
Yeah.
are the main people that are.
Oh no, sorry. He didn't just
basically
say that
screaming.
he took them out. He said that he eliminated ISIS in his first term.
But there's still ISIS around. He eliminated the most dangerous ones. They're still
Oh
around.
no, he said that he eradicated them, sir. Like that
No,
eradication
they're still
eradication means gone. So
no,
he
they're
lied.
still around.
Oh, okay. So he lied. That's cool. Thank you.
No, it's not that to say he's lied.
No, he
I'm
lied.
just saying
That's an
he
unequivocal
made
lie.
America safer.
That's unequivocal lie. Can you tell me what threats the individuals in Nigeria issued the United States?
So now I remember the name, El Shabaab. Those are the proxies of ISIS. They're the ones who's killing the Christians in Nigeria, and they're the ones who's actually going around to all the villages. Islam itself, especially the terrorist
That's
ones,
just the name of a
are
group.
planning. I'm sorry.
So that's just the name of a group, and they're in Somalia.
That's the name. That's the name of the group, but
It's not the name of a person.
Okay. Well, there's
And
many.
also wrong
part of
country.
this
They're in
organization.
Somalia. They're not in Nigeria.
Right, but for example, like Soleimani, that I gave an example.
You are
even though
all
it's
over
past.
the place. So what
Look,
I'm
listen.
understanding, and I'm really truly not trying to be rude here, but I just want to be very clear when I say this. You don't seem to know anything that you're talking about, or even going along with what I'm asking you to answer.
You
So
know, if you don't
you
have a
haven't been able
president,
to effectuate any singular reason why you would still support Trump, like what he's achieved so far in the year 2025, going into the first 7 days of 2026. You are
are you
unaware
not
of what's
familiar with
happening
why
in
the
current
dollar?
politics.
Do you not?
I'm done. If you want to live in the time of 5 years ago, feel free. That's fine. I don't. I want to live in now. I'm asking about now. Thank you for calling this stream. Are you there?
Hi.
Hi, how old are you?
I'm 22.
22. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes.
Awesome. And what has Donald Trump done in his first 12 months back in office to earn your continued support?
He repealed the CAFE environmental regulations on cars.
CAFE?
Yes. It basically was it's a system in which, depending on the size of the car, automotive manufacturers had to basically make it fuel efficient. And so what this did was this made automotive manufacturers make bigger cars instead of more fuel efficient cars, because it's easier to make a car bigger than it is to make it more fuel efficient. This is why trucks have gotten a lot more expensive, and why they've just gotten like a lot bigger in size when compared to like something like a 2000 Tacoma.
Oh, okay. I mean, I guess if you like filling up your tank more.
I mean, but the thing is that The reason why we fill up our tanks more is because the cars are bigger and they require more fuel to propel a bigger car.
No, you just said that this did away with the regulation that existed that said
But
that if you're
because
can
you have to
I'm
understand.
just
Sorry.
reiterating a part that you said. Fantastic. You stated that this cafe thing, which I thought is a weird name. I don't know much about that one. Okay. Did away with a regulation that said if you had a smaller vehicle, that it would have required it to be more fuel efficient. And then I said, sure, if you like filling up your tank more. And then you said, no, it's just you'd only fill up your tank more if you have a bigger vehicle. But you're endorsing this policy that did away with a regulation that required fuel efficiency for smaller vehicles.
And you have to understand why, like, it incentivizes auto manufacturers to not make the small vehicles at all, and instead to make larger vehicles instead of making more efficient engines. And so as the size of cars go up, you actually get worse fuel efficiency overall. So if you want to fill up your car less, we should make it easier for auto manufacturers to make smaller cars instead of making them make larger cars, which are legal in terms of making that fuel efficiency requirement, but in terms of actual fuel efficiency when compared to a smaller car, are less fuel efficient. Hello?
And what auto manufacturer is doing that right now?
Well, for example, you can look at Toyota, and you just look up the size of trucks over the past like 20 years. Just look at the size
What's
of a
your
Tacoma,
favorite
for
truck?
example. Me personally, I like Tacoma. That's my favorite because it is a smaller truck, but they don't make them
Gotcha.
anymore. Well, they make them, but they're a lot larger when compared to like the earlier models, like the mid 2000s.
Okay. It's a very niche thing to still be supporting someone on. Cool. So you're hoping that your Toyota Tacoma will get smaller?
Well, ideally, and that cars will get more affordable as we're able to make them smaller and more efficient. Or like for example, the new
No, sorry,
Supra,
you
they
can't
weren't
have
able to put
smaller. Sorry, you literally with this regulation that you're talking about that was in place that was then deregulated, you can't have smaller and also more efficient because you literally just explained that they did away with this regulation that required that if you made it smaller, they didn't have to like if it was a smaller size vehicle, it had to be fuel efficient. It no longer
Sure, but
has
what
to
I'm
be
saying is,
efficient anymore because now
but
they
what
can
I'm
just make it
saying
any
is when
size
compared to
and
the
then not
larger
worry about
vehicles that are being
efficiency.
made,
So you've contradicted yourself.
what I'm saying is when compared to the larger vehicles that are being made instead of the smaller vehicles, which aren't being made because they aren't able to put to get to that fuel efficient requirement for the smaller vehicle, because there's a fine or there was a fine on that, they were making the larger variant instead. But by removing the
Sure.
fine,
Yeah.
they can use the same engine and put
Mhm.
it in a smaller vehicle, which in
Oh,
turn, because
a
it
less
weighs less,
fuel
makes it
efficient
more fuel.
engine.
But here's the thing: it's
A
the
less
same
fuel
engine.
efficient engine going into a
The
smaller
car wasn't
vehicle.
the smaller vehicle wasn't getting made in the first place
The
because they
smaller
didn't have the
vehicle
engine
wasn't getting
technology
made in the first place.
because of the fine.
Interesting. Interesting. Do
Because of the
Mitsubishi's
fine, it
not
wasn't
like sorry,
economical.
when did Mitsubishi stop making the Galant?
Well,
Or how about the
I'm talking
Mirage?
about.
Did they
Well,
stop
just
making the Mirage?
look at the rise in popularity of SUV.
Did
I can
Chevy
give you
stop
stats.
making
Give
the
me stats.
Spark? Did they
Provide.
stop
Pro-
making the Sonic? Did they stop
Let's
making the
look at the
Cruise?
volume of the cars being
Did Ford
sold.
stop making the
How many
Focus? Did
units
they
of
stop making the Fiesta? Oh, wait, these are all
ma'am?
small cars that are constantly being made every single day by auto manufacturers and being sold on the market by
Can
auto
you give me the? Can
manufacturers,
you give me
and they're
the
still
volume
more
of these cars
fuel
being sold
efficient.
when
And then we
compared
also have
to an
Honda
SUV?
Civic. Like, no,
And
sir,
I
people,
bet if
I
you
don't
were to
know if you
compare the
realize this,
size,
that the
I
reason
bet if
why
you were to
people
compare the
buy
size of the
bigger
Spark from
vehicles
the early
is, at least for
2000s,
me, like, I don't know about you, but at least for me, the reason why I personally buy an SUV is because I like seeing over other vehicles, except for trucks, because I can't
and
help
if
that one.
cars on
But
average were smaller, you could have a smaller vehicle and be able to see over them, right?
oh, that's still assuming that people would buy them. See, I don't think you're understanding that the demand has to be there, and the demand's not there in the United States of
Do you have a
America
stat
for
saying that people
smaller
don't desire
cars.
smaller cars?
Not enough.
Because what you're telling me is your opinion, but I want some substantiation. Because you always tell us that we have to
You
provide
haven't
stats. So
provided
where's
any
the stat?
substantiation
Okay,
anyways, and you're just like going on this really niche thing. And that's cool. I'm glad that this is your one thing, but I am actually curious. So if this is such like a niche thing, like this is a very, 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 very tiny thing that's going to like affect a very small amount of people, right? Like yourselves, who apparently thinks that oh my gosh, you've contradicted yourself so many times in here. All right. That's what's driving me fucking. You're maddening. You're stupid maddening. So where is the line? What would
hominem.
Donald Trump have to do for you to stop supporting him?
Well, I think one, you have to look at the counterfactual, right? What would be the alternative to supporting him? There's multiple.
Sorry,
other
I don't.
issues
I like. What is the alternative to supporting Donald Trump? Not supporting him.
Well, what I'm saying
Did
is
that
you
just
have to
blow your mind? Like, you don't have to support anyone. There's a reason.
If
Again,
I could have a word.
again. No, you're gonna wait for a second because you're silly at this point. Okay. There's a reason why I phrase my question exactly the way that I phrase it. When I ask you, like, what has he done to earn your continued support? It's because there is nothing that says that simply because you voted for somebody that you are therefore required to continue to support them. So when I'm asking you, what would be the line that he has to cross to end your support for him? That's not saying you're going to support his political opponent. You're going to support another person. No, it's just ending your support in Donald Trump because he's done something wrong. So let's try this again. What would Donald Trump have to do for you to stop supporting him?
Well, I feel like if you could prove
That's
that,
not, this isn't a me
I'm
proving something.
thinking-
I'm asking you,
I'm
what is the
I'm
line?
providing you the
Where is the
criteria.
line?
I'm just thinking. Okay.
Where is the line for
Um,
you?
I would have to think about that. I don't have it off the top of my head at the moment, but there definitely is a line. Like I wouldn't just follow him blindly.
Then what's the line?
I have to. I don't have it at the moment, but
Sorry,
that's
you
definitely
can't
something
think
that
of a
I would
single
think
thing
about.
that would just like off the top of your head that would end your support in somebody.
If he started seizing church property, for example, that would be something I couldn't support.
Church property.
You said something off the top of my head. If he just started seizing church property out of nowhere, or seizing property in general, without going through, the valid means of like court and whatnot, that would be something that I would that would lose my support off the top of my head.
Hey, at least you finally answered the question.
But yeah, so I think like in general, I think deregulation is good. I think
Sure,
removing the
yeah.
cafe regulations were good.
Glad you think so.
And
Cool.
well, okay, whatever. You have a nice day.
Okay, bye. I'm sorry, that's hilarious. Seizing church property is your end line. Like, that's the best you got? That's the best you got? Oh my gosh. Trump is it? Yeah, if he's not a supporter, he at least helps hide them. Props to you for keeping it up despite the nasty, seething, misogynistic men in your chat. Oh, they love coming after me, but thank you, Sarah. I appreciate that. You guys have sent a lot. I'm trying to get through it, but actually, let me read this one. This one's funny. There's many reasons to not support a president, but everyone supports the bold flavor of Lay's chips, now with 30% less ads. Holy shit. This account came in yesterday, and they cracked me up. Thank you, W. Lays, just for that one. That was cute. And I did see the $20 one. Hold on. Phone lines are back open. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. How old are you?
I'm 27.
27. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
No, but I actually am European, but I do know the American
Thank
CAF
you.
regulations.
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. How old are you?
I'm 26.
26. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Absolutely.
Okay. And what specifically has Donald Trump done in his 12 months back in office that has earned your continued support?
Sure, I think there are many things. I think getting rid of the crippling inflation for 4 years is probably the number one issue that I would say
What's
gives
the
me
current
my
inflation
support
rate?
for him. Well, in California and places like that, I believe it is much higher. If you'd like, we can
We're
actually
just
go look at
talking
the
about
current
the
rates right
national
now.
average. Yeah. So what's the current inflation rate for the United States of America?
The current inflation rate for the United States of America, or do you want like state by state? We can do either one.
I literally made that clear already. Which part did you not understand?
Well, you don't have to be sanctimonious. The current inflation rate, I believe, is about 2.5%.
So it's supposedly 2.6. And have you ever
Okay.
looked at, I'm just curious at this, have you ever looked at the BLS report?
You're awesome.
The BLS report.
Yeah.
No, I have not. If you'd like to
Ah,
educate me about
okay.
it, I could.
So
Sure.
you haven't looked at the inflation report. That's cool. Let me go ahead and put this up.
Well,
I
what was it
wanna.
last year? Since you know
Oh,
about it,
so
what was it
yeah,
compared to
I can
this
answer
year?
this for you. November of
Sure. Great.
2024, it was 2.6%.
Okay, and the year before?
The year before, offhand, I don't know 2023, but do you not realize what inflation measures? It's
I
year
can
over year.
guarantee you that
It's year
it would
over
not age your
year.
point.
Cool. So, sorry, we don't go to what was it in 2023 versus
Sure, yeah,
2025?
let's
It
look at
goes,
your
it
administration
goes,
and let's
it
look at ours. That's
goes,
the point
it
we're making,
goes,
right?
it goes year over
Yeah, well, let's
year,
look at
my
yours and
guy.
let's look at ours. Is that
Year
not fair?
over year, my guy. You
Sure.
don't go 4 years versus 4 years until all 4 years are
Why not?
complete, and then you could do it based
Should
off
we
of all
forget
4
about your
years.
terrible 4
Because
years?
what you would
Should we
actually
forget?
do, what you would actually do is you would have to go back to
I think that you're just in
2021 and
denial
compare it to
about the
that.
fact that you
All
failed.
right,
I think the
you're
fact that you
actually
failed.
just really dumb. So, oh yeah, I'm totally doing all of that. Oops, I didn't mean to put that on the screen. Hi guys. That was my TikTok. Yeah, you hung up actually. So what I wanted to do was actually go over this chart, right? Because you see on this chart, even though I know it's really small on your screens, there's sections that are empty. Empty. All gone. That stuff is missing. Yeah, it was our reception right there. Sorry, guys. Our reception. Oh, I need to get this off the screen now. I have too many things in front of my monitors right now. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, what's up?
Hi, how old are you?
32.
32. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I voted for him, but not really. I don't know. Not
Okay.
really.
Well, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I hope you have a good night.
What are we not having a conversation?
This stream is about why someone still supports Trump. So, yes. Thank you.
Well, okay. All right. Well, I'll kind of in the middle. I'll say I'm in the middle. I think I guess my position is that we should all support the president of America.
I think that it's
regardless.
unpatriotic and servile to blindly support the president of
Yeah,
the United States. See, at least for me,
Yeah,
I
I kinda
believe I
agree
can
with that
still
too,
support
yeah.
the United States of America. I can still support the office of the president without supporting the person that is seated in that office.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, all right, man. Have a good
Yeah,
Wednesday.
I guess.
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. How old are you?
27.
27. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I guess. I really don't know at the moment. Hello?
What don't you know, I guess?
So, I actually work for the Big Three. To go off of what you said about the CAF regulations, he actually closed the loophole, which was a part of if you make a bigger vehicle, you could have more emissions. That's why like Ford discontinued the Ford Focus, the Fiesta, Ford or GM got rid of the Sonic, the Spark in 2022, because they were trying to make smaller vehicles EV. Problem was is we don't have the materials right now to make them at a cost-effective rate. Now, do I agree with everything that's going on? That's up to debate. Do I see why he did it? Yeah, because to make a Spark cost $60,000 is not feasible for someone when the car that size used to be 30.
When did a Chevy Spark cost $60,000?
If we made it full EV with some of the exotic metals needed to make the battery, the current prototype that we had would have cost about that much.
Then just buy, what the fuck is the Chevy one that is an EV? Because
Volt?
that only, the Volt, that only costs 40. So then don't buy Ford, buy Chevy.
Well, that's fine, but like what I was getting at is like to buy that, you're not getting the same kind of range you would if you had gas. So people weren't buying them. So a lot of the reason the Bolt was actually cost what it did is because of.
Sir, if you want to argue this, go argue with
I'm
the
not arguing.
the guy that said that he liked that policy rolling back. Okay, I wasn't arguing that. I was just laughing at him bringing up a very niche subject.
Oh no, I'm just saying like this is what I do for a living is actually what's called bin ratings for emissions. And that's the only reason they went that way.
I'm glad that's your job. I'm glad you know it very well. It sounds like.
No, I see where the kid was coming from, but both sides were misinformed. So I just figured I'd call and say, hey.
I was just mocking him at a certain point, sir. I wasn't trying to be informed on it in that case. I was literally just mocking him and mocking his own contradictory statements.
Yeah, because like the whole reason stuff's gotten bigger and more expensive is literally because the bigger vehicle you made, the more emissions you could produce.
Okay.
That was it.
All right, man.
Which also made them cost more. But have a great one. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Why are we mansplaining? Ah! All right. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. How old are you?
44.
34. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I'm sorry, one more time?
Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. What specifically has Donald Trump done in his 12 months back in office that has earned your continued support?
Absolutely. He's torn down or defunded USAID. He's been able to show where the money has gone and how there's been a misappropriation of the taxpayers' funds to frivolous projects from around the world, and how a lot of that money is being funneled back into our political system. No other president has ever done that.
Okay. And who's been brought up on fraud charges?
Nobody yet. Yeah, an investigation always takes time.
Oh,
Think about it.
Gotcha. Oh,
An
I forgot to
investigation
put this
always
on Do
takes
Not
time.
Disturb. My bad. I did not want to hear those beepings. Cool.
I'm sorry, what's that?
Wow.
Well, we could pick another subject if you like.
No,
such as
dude, all I said was, that wasn't me trying to say, let's move on to another subject. I said, oh, I forgot to put the phone on Do Not Disturb. I didn't want to hear that beep, beep.
Okay.
Fantastic. So where exactly can I find all of these misappropriations of funds?
Sure, you can actually go on to the .gov website,
What,
the White
.gov
House website where they, you can go on to the White House website where they.
Oh, I'm not
publish
going
it.
on to the White House website where Donald Trump yaps whatever he wants on there.
Okay. So you'll.
I don't know
you'll
if you
take
realize
some-
this, but right now the White House website is considered extreme right-leaning with a bias and highly unfactual because it's just a propaganda site now. So why would I go
then do
to
me
a propaganda
so
site?
Do me a favor and cite who's saying that. What group is saying that? The
All
Cato
sides
Institute, or
media,
who's saying this?
all sides media, media bias fact checkers are saying it, sir, because
Fact checkers.
Donald Trump
Okay,
has
so
been proven wrong on multiple things that he's put out on whitehouse.gov. So, yeah,
okay.
I hope
So
that helps.
everything. No, I don't think it actually does. In fact, I think you're basically dismissing what has been produced out in the media from ABC to CNN, where they talked about certain things. Now, I will say most definitely the right-wing media has definitely gone through, and the White House has gone through, and they've hyped it up. But if you actually look at where some of this money has gone, it's painfully
Where are the
obvious. This
journal
isn't something
entries that I
is-
can find them? Where are the journal entries I can look at and evaluate? Where are the check copies I can look at and evaluate?
Sure. Yeah, I'm sure you're sitting right in front of a computer, right? So you could look that up.
I'm
And if you
asking
won't go to
you.
the
You
White,
said
if you
that
won't go
you've
to the
seen
White
them.
House,
So where can I
if you,
find the journal entries that show me where all of this money was gone wrong? Where can I find the check copies where I can find where all of this money was misappropriated?
well, you won't go to the White House website, so I can't really give you an
Right. Do you
additional
just,
one
I'm
currently.
just
But I'm sure you could
curious.
probably
Do
check
you
Fox
do you
News.
believe just everything that Donald Trump tells you?
No, not at all. In fact, if you,
Oh,
if you,
okay.
you
Well,
know,
then maybe you
if
shouldn't just look at the
you asked the previous,
whitehouse.gov.
you asked the previous caller, what would make me not want to support Donald Trump anymore? I can give you a simple answer. It would be him not prosecuting or having prosecuted anybody, the elite pedos that we all know have gone through the Epstein island and have been part of that network. Once again, those types of, we know that there's been a grand jury that has been formed to investigate this, and investigations do take time to collect and gather evidence. It has to be an empirical, well, it's more than anybody else has done so far. Now, I'm not happy with the way that they've gaslit the American public, but at the same time,
Pam
they have
Bondi
to
was
look unbiased.
asked. Who is Pam Bondi? Before I go
She's
down.
the, I'm sorry,
I said before I go down this, who is Pam Bondi?
she's the head of the DOJ.
Head of the Department of Justice. Fantastic. Awesome. Pam Bondi was clearly asked in June of 2025, hey, are there going to be any new investigations that come out of their review of the Epstein files? And she said, no, we've reviewed the Epstein files in their totality, and there will be no new investigations coming out of the Epstein files. There is no new information.
Right. And so here's the thing. What they do is they turn over evidence to a grand jury. They have to look impartial.
Who has to
Okay.
submit the indictment to a grand jury?
The DOJ does.
The Department of Justice. So I'm so sorry. If Donald Trump was truly worried about finding all of these pedos in the Epstein files that you're saying, why was it that he did not ask Pam Bondi to open investigations before June of 2025 when she made a statement saying that no new investigations will be opened because there is no pertinent information, there is no new information in the Epstein files? All 2 million documents that they had at that time in June of 2025.
Great question. So first, once again, I'll come back to the point that they have to look impartial, and with a sealed grand jury, they cannot get out there and they cannot put out in public anything else. They have to make it look impartial. That's the way lawfare
Move
works.
to strike
when
the
you're
comment, witness is unresponsive.
Okay. Yeah. So if you'd like to pick another subject, I'm happy to debate you on just about anything.
This isn't a debate. This is a conversation, and you're flailing about it.
Not even remotely.
Sure.
And all you have to do is pick another topic. I'm happy to agree or disagree with you then
Bye,
if we're having a
Phantom.
conversation.
Yeah, sure. I'll just reiterate this again. You're saying that somehow like he would just not have to stop those to stop an investigation or to have done it, but he already did. Right? He had been the entire time he spent literally 10 months saying that the Epstein files are a hoax. They're 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 a hoax. And it wasn't until Adelia de Grijalva got sworn in as a representative of Arizona and was the 218th signature on the discharge petition. And it was 2 weeks after that when they were finally was going to be forced to go to a vote, right? Well, not 2 weeks, it was like a week, a week and a half. But because it was being forced to come to a vote, and then the day before the vote, Donald Trump was like, "Yeah, I'll sign it if the House passes the law. If Congress passes the law, I'll sign it. Yeah, I'll sign it." And so then, right, the House had a vote, 427 to 1, where a few representatives were not present to vote. And then, guys, be sure to vote out the representative who voted against it. I can't remember the guy's name, but he looks like a fucking mob boss. But I'm just curious, like, so him denying that the Epstein files existed for 10 months and his own Department of Justice, his own Attorney General saying, Clay Higgins, thank you, saying that there were going to be no investigations coming out of this for 9 months of his presidency. That wasn't enough for you, and it was only until Donald Trump put on his True Social post that Pam Bondi is going to investigate the Democrats that are in the Epstein files, specifically naming one party, acting like the Republicans are somehow above child abuse.
I agree with you there.
I'm sorry, he's already crossed your line, but you still support him.
Just previous case law on anything that's happened remotely close to this. They have to look impartial.
Okay.
They absolutely have to, because if it's seen that they're
Impartiality already went out the window when Donald Trump made his True Social post explicitly directing Pam Bondi to go after just the Democrats. So again, I'm going to reiterate this. Donald Trump has already crossed your stated line, and you are still.
If you like to let me.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to let you. You're shifting the goalposts because again, we already walked it down with you. Did you disagree with anything that I said that Donald Trump for 10 months called it an Epstein called it a hoax the entire time for 10 months? Okay, so you agree with it, and you agree that Pam Bondi did say, and you agree, and you agree. And you agree that in June of 2025, Pam Bondi said that there would be no new investigations because there is no new information to be had from the Epstein files. You agree that she said that?
100%. But I would ask you,
and you agree that she said that, and you agree, and you agree, and you agree, and you agree that Donald Trump put it out on his True Social, directing Pam Bondi to specifically investigate Democrats that would be within the files. Do you agree?
100%, but just like
so let's be very clear again. Let's be very clear again. Let's try this one more time. He has already crossed your line that you stated, and you are still supporting him, so you are a lying liar. You are literally a lying liar. If you're going to tell me what your line is, then be fucking for real about it. Guys, if you're new here, be sure to hit that follow button or that subscribe button. I'm very bad at self-promoting. And guys, if you send super chats or memberships, become a member. We haven't had a single new member today. I would like to see a couple new members. Can we get 5 new members, please? And new subscriptions as well, whatever. I'm going to read through some of these. I love Trump and take offense at what you're saying. Why? Because I'm an uneducated, racist, ignorant goofball, and I love being humiliated. I'm just your average MAGA in that sense. Have a good day. Thank you for the Australian 10. That's hilarious. Thank you. Thank you for all of the jewels. All I've seen today is MAGA making excuses and cheering on the murder of an unarmed woman. They loved it. They absolutely loved it. Yes, Cloak, it's definitely not real. Pure comedy. I agree. These people are something. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Can you stop the stream in the background?
Yep, I just did.
Perfect. How old are you?
62.
Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I am.
I didn't talk to you yesterday, right?
What's that?
I did not talk to you yesterday, right?
No.
Okay, cool.
All right, just found you.
No problem. Thank you. All right. So what specifically has Donald Trump done in his 12 months back in office that has earned your continued support?
Well, we'll just start with the border and the wall.
There is no new wall. There is not really any new wall. I know in New Mexico they're building a wall in front of the wall, which is hilarious to me.
well, they're continuing to build the wall. Of course, they had to go pick up the materials that the other administration tried to sell
Sorry,
out
that
from
was,
underneath.
I don't know if you realize this, but that part where the material was sold, that was the Republican Party that put that in the legislation that was passed with a bipartisan Congress, but it was a Republican introduced bill that was added into the omnibus bill that was then passed legislatively that directed the sale of the material that was rusted on the border because in the previous term of Donald Trump, he bought shoddy material.
You're probably 100% correct, but
Yes, because
that's
I've done my research.
but that information.
So
that
you
got
might as well
because
get mad at the Republicans who introduced that bill because that
I
wasn't
don't-
anyone else. So
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it for one bit.
and that was
the
done
government-
legislatively, so that means that was done lawfully.
No, I'm not saying it wasn't done unlawfully or illegally, but it was done, and it was done in a matter where it probably shouldn't have done. Yeah, shoddy material. They were looking for a good deal. Absolutely, it started rusting, but he's still finishing the wall, and he stopped the border crossings.
Oh, he stopped. Where can I find the statistics on border crossings on DHS, IC, or CBP.gov? That is not a news, media, or press release.
You probably won't find it there. You're going to have to go directly to the Border Patrol, and
That's
they're-
CBP.gov, sir.
so
Customs
you're-
and Border Protection is Border
So-
Patrol. That is CBP.gov.
okay. So you're looking for numbers
On
as far as-
crossings, yeah, that you are saying that he stopped crossing. So where can I find
Well,
this? Where can I find this evidence on? I guess CBP.gov, since we've now agreed on the website. Where can I find crossings on CBP.gov?
I don't think it's on there.
Oh, so then how do you know that he stopped all border crossings?
Have you been to the border?
Sir, I
have.
don't care about what you've seen with your eyes. I like statistics and empirical data.
Well, I like proof that I can see because, like you say,
Cool.
your dad
Statistics
is-
and empirical data. Like I
You
know
don't-
people like
you don't-
don't usually believe this, but I actually enjoy looking at statistical data. And I like looking at that statistical data, and I enjoy seeing it on government run websites. I like analyzing government data. So I want to see the government data that crossings have stopped.
So you're not going to see what you're looking for because you're relying on government data. Government data is corrupted. You said it yourself on to one of your callers that you don't go to the White House.
The
website.
WhiteHouse.gov is literally a press, like it's the press site for any sitting president. If
And
if
if
it
you
was
look-
under, I'm just going to be very clear, right? If it was under the Biden administration, I would have said the same thing. I'm not going to go to the WhiteHouse.gov unless I want to quote something that the administration is claiming. I am not going to go to the WhiteHouse.gov website because I believe that it is partisan and it is biased and infactual under any president. It's not just limited to Donald Trump. I'm sure
Good.
that when Joe Biden was in office, that media bias fact checked and All Sides Media also showed that it was far left and factually inaccurate. I'm sure that happened under that president, like under his presidency too. So
Good.
I'm
Good.
talking about the agencies. I'm talking
Okay,
about the
that-
government agencies, right?
Those agencies
That are
their
that
numbers,
already publish data.
their numbers, their data is corrupted. Yeah, I don't trust that data.
Oh, okay. Well,
There was
then, sorry,
another thing
I
also.
can't talk to somebody that doesn't trust empirical data. So have a good night. I'm not doing it. I am not doing it. Yes, they are also legally required to keep and publish their data. That is also a thing. Yeah, exactly. That's basically saying I don't live in reality. I'm not talking to somebody that can't look at that. Thank you. It's Lojo. I was scrolling through YouTube Shorts and came across this stream. I was stunned by how beautiful you are. P.S. Glasses look amazing on you. Thank you. These are actually new glasses. I've had them for like 2 weeks now. Thank you. I appreciate that. My last glasses were two years old in prescription. Fun fact, Makey checker set, but each piece is a fat kitty. Call it chonkers. Hey, that is a fun idea. I might be able to commission somebody to make that. We might do that. Someone said you're rude and delusional, so here's $5. Thank you, Balbo, and thank you, Taro. And Tima says, hey, little unicorn, hi. All government data is false since all government employees vote. That's hilarious. Thank you, Cup of Joe. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yep.
Awesome. How old are you?
I am 40.
42. Oh, thank you, Pio, so much for 5 gifted memberships. I appreciate that. We'll put that up here. If you guys received a gifted membership from Pio, be sure to thank them. All right, you're 52. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes.
Okay. And what specifically has Donald Trump done in his 12 months back in office that has earned your continued support?
I was actually going to ask if you were, are you single?
Does it say anything anywhere on my screen? Ask Ari if she's single or this is a dating show.
Yes.
It says that on my screen. Where does it say that this is a dating show?
Right there.
Where? What are the words? Oh, bye. Listen, I have been told that some guy named like Andrew something runs a dating show. And I had to tell that caller I'm not interested in that. So thanks for getting that auto mod, Monty. That was funny. And it's like, guys, I'm not doing that. Yeah, exactly, user. Thank you. That was weird. I know I let that guy get away, Brad. It's so weird. How could I refuse some random guy on the internet asking me if I'm single? How could I refuse? Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello.
Hi, how old are you?
Yes, my name is Justin and I'm 45.
Okay, Justin. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes, I am.
Okay. And what specifically has Donald Trump done in his first year back in office that has earned your continued support?
First, I'm a veteran of 20 years of military service, so I think that he supported veterans, and I appreciate that.
Okay, so like what specifically?
When veterans were losing their homes, he added into the beautiful bill, that certain veterans that were going to lose their homes, they got to refinance and keep their homes. That was one thing.
Okay, and you said that's in the big beautiful bill?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, I'll go ahead and pull it up. Do you happen to know what section it is?
No, ma'am, I don't.
Okay, well, I will look it up. Let's see. Also, text PDF. Veteran, I assume I can type out. Let's see, we only have 2 entire search results for veteran. Listed public directory of the web-enabled approval management system of the Veterans Benefits Administration or successor directory such program. Okay, that has nothing, that just has to do with the website. Let's see. this one is about, where is the title? Title is Increasing Personal Accountability. And this is about Medicaid. Okay. And all it says is, who is a veteran with a disability rated as total under Section 1155 of Title 38? So it's just talking about veterans' access to Medicaid. So it doesn't look like it is in the Big Beautiful Bill. Because the other section was about additional expenses treated as qualified higher education expenses.
Okay. I don't know where it was at, but I do know that that was one of the things that okay. Another.
Okay, here we go. I think I actually found the bill for you.
Okay.
Sorry, I like looking things up because I like to know things. Yeah, I did. So it's
No.
actually HR 1815, VA Home Loan Program Reform Act. And let's see, the summary. We'll put this on screen so everyone, this is what it is. Everyone can see it with us. Really big letters. Sorry, guys. To take certain actions in case of default on home loans under the VA Home Loan Program, partial claim program, to pay the holder of a loan guaranteed by the VA an amount necessary to avoid the foreclosure of the loan, provided that the holder of the loan and the veteran obligated on the loan execute documents to ensure the VA obtains a secured interest in the property covered by the loan. Okay. That's awesome. Oh, when was it done, guys? It was done this year.
Yes, it was done in the first 12 months.
Yeah, it was done this year. I said that's awesome.
Yeah, and then I also like how he gives veterans recognition. Like when Maduro was just captured, he let us know that that was a very dangerous thing that individuals were operating, and a lot of people don't understand our freedoms and what it costs.
Jesse, if you can tell me what the other, what the public law was previously, I'll look that up, because everyone's saying that this was something that was already done and it's been in place for at least a decade. Guys, help me out
No,
then.
it expired.
It expired. Oh, so he just renewed something.
Well, it's still,
Yeah, the renewal is cool.
it's still a choice.
Yeah, the renewal is cool. I mean, optics.
And I'm not saying when I call in, I'm not saying I don't like other people, but I'm just giving you a reason why I do like him.
Yeah, that's fine. When it comes to the actions that we did on Venezuela, those are internationally illegal.
You're asking, are they internationally legal?
No, it's a statement.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, those were internationally illegal. Thank you, Jesse.
Did you hang up?
Nope, I'm still here.
Okay. And then I also, can I ask you a question? I mean, I respect what you're doing. One thing I've always wondered is, why don't people like him?
I don't support a president. Yeah, I don't support a president that goes against articles and amendments of the United States Constitution. So specifically, Donald Trump routinely ignores the Article 1, 2, 3, 6, and 7 of the United States Constitution, right? So 1, 2, 3 lay out the powers that are invested in each branch of government. He is actively ignoring court orders. So that's a blatant ignoring, like blatant violation of Article 2, 3, and 6 just by ignoring court orders that are produced by the judiciary branch of government. We also see him actively defying Congress right now with the Epstein Files Disclosure Act. They had 30 days to put that out, and they haven't done it yet.
Yeah, and that's something that I don't.
And he didn't. This is the part that I actually love, because this goes into what you just brought up, right? Is that he was required to brief Congress before the act that was done in Venezuela, and he didn't do that because he said it would have been a security risk. They probably would have leaked it. But then he said in an interview that he let the oil companies know before the actions in Venezuela occurred, because I guess they weren't a security issue.
Yeah, and that's kind of why I said I do respect what you say, because I got some of those things, but I just don't like all the negative rhetoric, you know. I think it just turns our country against each other.
It's not negative rhetoric to speak truth to power.
Well, like as far as when you said, you know, defying the courts, I think here lately we saw that the courts kind of get exposed on party lines, and when they go up to the Supreme Court, even though the Supreme Court I feel is heavily favored Republican,
it is,
and that's why I said it's not a good thing for me to say, because it's the lower courts.
No, the lower court argument is also highly invalid when we have seen 3-0 decisions at the district court level where they've had 2 Republican judges and 1 Democratic judge constantly go against him, all of them. Or even just the 2 Republican judges have gone against them. We've had Democratic judges agree with him. The idea that they're being partisan is automatically it's fallible. It doesn't hold up when you actually look at who voted which way, who decided on which way, who they were appointed by. And he calls all judges, regardless of who they were appointed by, including judges that he himself appointed, radical left judges. The ones that he appointed are radical left-wing judges.
But don't you think, going back to your first statement, don't you think that shows how much how bigger an issue it is than just him? Like, it shows that even our justice system has issues.
No.
Because
wait, how is what I just was talking about with Donald Trump calling his own judicial appointments radical left wings?
Before that.
Which part? You're gonna have to reiterate the point that I said.
When you said, you know, sometimes it falls on party lines, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes Democrats agree with it. It's just like.
Yeah, that shows that the judicial system is working the way that it's supposed to be, unbiased. VA home loan has been around and in effect since 1944. Thank you, Jesse.
It just seems like a lot of times, like what state voted for him, where that judge sits at, how that judge, with the constituents, of course, of the constituents in their area, but it just seems like it goes all over the place, and it doesn't really go against just him. It exposes some of the judges, how they're biased. I'm not saying all, but some. I think we have a bit to do in America than just Donald Trump. I think it's how we judge each other, like everything. And of course, he doesn't help because he does say foolish things a lot of times. But I don't think that he just is totally negative, and I think everybody either hates him or doesn't like him at all, or they love him. There's no in between. That's what I don't understand. How can he be that bad when it's collectively all these other issues in our country, how we judge each other, how we get along with each other, traditions, everything. Like you seem like a pretty traditional person, and you don't like him at all.
Yes, because I don't like a president that actively goes against the articles and amendments of the United States Constitution.
Is that the only issue that you have against him,
Oh,
or is
that's
there
the
like?
primary issue, yeah. It's not the only. I could come up with a bunch of things.
'Cause I'm not trying to like totally support him and be airheaded, but at the same time, I'm an educated person. I've been in the country, supporting our freedoms. I've sacrificed, time with my family and friends, but I don't ever hear anything that makes me say, hey, this is.
Oh, and I just want to be very clear about something. So I went ahead and looked it up just because this is the district court that people don't like the most, right? Is the 9th District Court. Because that's the western part of the country. It's a 5-4 majority Democrat to Republican appointees. So it's not heavily weighted against him. And the Reagan appointees and the Nixon and Bush appointees have all gone against him in one ruling or another, because I don't know if you realize this, but when they are taking on a case, it's 3 random members are appointed.
Right.
So let's
is
try
there any
this.
other-
Let's try this really quick, because I am curious about this, and I don't know if you will have an opinion. Did you hear about what happened in Minneapolis today?
I didn't hear about today, but I heard about what was going on in Minneapolis.
So you didn't hear about ICE officers shooting an unarmed American citizen?
No, and I'll tell you, this is one of the things that I'm strongly against, because I just think ICE agents are kind of getting out of hand, and
They are
I'm
beyond
not a
getting out of
person. I'm not a person that gets emotional, but I watch these videos, and I'm an American. I'm a person that treats everybody fairly. I don't judge, and that's out of hand. I don't understand why there has to be so much hatred towards immigrants in America.
Okay, I mean, I'm glad you agree with that. Then in that case, you should not support Trump if you don't believe in that we should hate immigrants. That definitely happened. I'm talking about Donald Trump's Truth Social posts after the fact, after ICE killed an American citizen today.
Yeah, that's
Without
like I said,
having any details, he claimed that this ICE officer was hit by the car, which there are the video from multiple angles don't show him getting hit by the car. And for the person in the comment that was like, why did she try to drive away? I'm sorry. If I'm in a car and I was trying to wave another car out and to go ahead of me, and then all of a sudden they jumped out of their car and start trying to open my car door, I'm probably going to put my car in drive and hit the gas pedal too, because I don't know who the fuck you are.
Yeah.
Right? He was already I'm speeding off. Exactly. I'm definitely getting the fuck away from you. I don't know who you are. Right? And ICE has no authority over American citizens. They have zero authority over American citizens. Let me reiterate that to everybody listening right now. ICE has zero authority over United States citizens, right? So if you are an educated person like myself and you know that ICE has zero authority over you, I am not getting the fuck out of my car for you. You have zero right to stop me as an ICE officer. There is zero obligation for me to respond to you, as I know I am an American citizen. You have zero authority over me, and absolutely I'm not getting out of my car for you, and I will drive away from you. I won't try to hit you. I will tell you to move out of my way, and I'll probably lay on my horn. I will probably lay on my horn until you move and just ask you to move, because you have zero authority over me. Right?
Yeah, I think that's fair,
Yeah.
Can I explain something to you when I was in the military that kind of happened, and it kind of goes along with this, what's going on, that I don't think a lot of people in America know.
Real quick, John asked, why was she there? John, ICE was in her neighborhood, and she was leaving her house.
Okay, real quick. Whenever I was in the military, when guys enlisted for a 6-year obligation, for their, enlistment, if they got, whenever they were young, if they got like a DUI, any kind of issue when they were young, the minute that they wanted to kick people out of the military, they would go back and say, oh, well, you got a DUI 6 years ago, so you're going to get deported back to your country. They're doing the same thing now to individuals. They can be here for 15 years, and all of a sudden, now they're getting deported, or they need to self-deport because when they were, 15 years old, they got a battery charge or they got something in their history, and now they're deporting them too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't agree with that neither. The whole deportation, the whole immigrant, I mean, as Americans, we need to have a little bit more sympathy and put ourselves in those situations.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like, United States former military members should not be deported.
Or just as a normal citizen right now that's they could be Mexican. If they have a record from 10 years ago, they're telling them, hey, I have friends, hey, you need to self-deport. It doesn't matter how successful they are right now. We all make mistakes.
Cool.
But what we're being told on TV is all immigrants are rapists, all these people that need to be deported have, all this bad issues, which isn't true.
Okay, I'm sorry. It sounds like you're just giving yourself more reasons as I'm listening to you to not support Donald Trump than to continue to support him, right?
Well, that's why I try to call him because
Yeah.
I do feel like there's other things that he's doing a good job on, but
Oh, yeah. Like, even I can say that, like, him renewing, right, the VA loan program is absolutely a good thing. He also renewed a Marine Bio Protection Act in his first term, and that's also a good thing.
yeah, and like women, I don't believe that, if a girl doesn't want to wrestle or go against a boy, I don't think that they need. I think that's a good thing. There's just certain things that I agree with, and then certain things I don't. But that doesn't mean that I'm a Trumper or I'm a MAGA. There's certain things I support and certain things I don't. But I have character, so.
So in my personal opinion, it's not. It is not. The good does not outweigh the bad, right? So, yeah, that's why I don't support him. Like, to me, the Constitution is the backbone of our society in the United States of America. Once you start violating that, that's it.
Yeah, and that is scary.
Thank you,
I admit that is. Do you think that he's going to try to stay in office after this?
I think, and I don't mean this to be like rude or anything. He is currently our oldest sitting president. He will be lucky to make it to the end of his presidency.
Yeah.
So no, I don't believe that. Let me be very clear, guys. If what I wish for anybody when they pass away, I hope that it's in their sleep and not painful. Okay, I don't want anyone to suffer a painful end. Right, just fall asleep, don't wake up. If that's how you're going to pass, that's how I think anybody should pass, okay? He's just highly unlikely to make it to the end of his term. And if he does, right? No, I don't think he's silly enough to try to run again.
Okay.
Yeah.
I really appreciate, the conversation, and I'm just gonna keep listening to your podcast. I want to just kind of keep educating myself. I like that you do the research, and you want people to come with valid, information. So I'll try to keep educating myself, and I'm open-minded. So.
Not a problem. Thank you, man.
Yep, no problem. Have a good night.
You too.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Devil Dog, they don't pay attention to that one. Yeah, Feisty, send me some blankets. But I did like Jethro Thank you, Jethro, for the 5 and saying just to make MAGA mad. Yeah. So, guys, little story time, real quick. So, I used to like when MAGA started being a thing, and I started getting up here to talk. Not necessarily on the tubes. The tubes is still new, right? But what I used to do is I would say MAGA, and people would be like, "Why are you saying MAGA?" Because I don't say a hard A, or like I don't usually make the A louder in words. And it does make them mad, Jethro. Thank you. So I used to say MAGA a lot, and then I've had to basically coach myself into saying MAGA because the loud A's just don't sound right to me. So I do prefer saying MAGA. Yeah, long A. Thank you. That is the correct way of saying it. Thank you, Redwood. Yeah. I don't know how else to say it. Sorry. You should, John, that's actually funny. You should roll the R in MAGA. Oh my gosh. Am I not from, I don't know what to tell you. I've lived all over the country. So I just have not lived on the West Coast. That's it. Guys, if you are new here and you haven't hit that follow button or that subscribe button, please go ahead and say it. Or hit that button. I read something that said say, and that threw me off. But yeah, if you haven't hit that button yet, go ahead and hit it now. I think I am going to, it's a hard A in the South. Oh, is it? Is it a Midwest thing? It's pronounced A, not A. Trent, that doesn't help. Lowercase versus uppercase A does not help. That did not help me at all, but sure. Absolutely horrible, King. Sorry, I'm reading the chat and then I just got distracted. No restricted user, I would not. Sorry. Okay, guys, you guys have a good rest of your night. I am going to go ahead and end for the night. I should be on tomorrow. There's not a guarantee. And if you want to, okay. If you guys are not already in the Discord server, join the Discord server so you know exactly when I go live. If I do not go live tomorrow, I will let you guys know ahead of time that I will not be live. Aslan, yes, can you find anyone politics related to Raid over on Twitch? You guys have a great rest of your night. I will see you maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Join the Discord server, Linktree in bio. There's 2 different links. Click the Discord icon at the top of the Linktree. Okay? You guys have a good rest of your night. Linktree in bio, Jethro. It's in my bio. It also should be in my YouTube more